chat.
Just tell us and we'll get started.
All right.
Yeah, okay, it's going.
Awesome.
Sager, go.
All right. Hello, everyone out there in Internet land. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to New Lunar Radio's weekly podcast. My name is Darkman, filling in for Synesthesia, and filling in for Synesthesia this week is Calcos.
Hello, everybody. This is Calcos. You may recognize me. I go on Bronystate every once in a while. I'm replacing Synesthesia for this week because a few days ago, Sin found out about the continued NHL lockout, so he's been outside for the past 3 days hitting cars with a hockey stick. So he probably won't be back for a little while. But joining us this week is none other than Scoot Scootaloo, Allegro, Gigabit, and Ghosties, all representing the wonderful folks at Bronystate, where you might be at right now. You might be familiar with these wonderful people. We'll be
interviewing them in a little bit, but we're just going to give you our news roundup for the week. Calcos, you want to get us started on our news?
Absolutely. And of course, our guests, feel free to interject at any time if you want to add in your 2 cents with any of these stories. That is why you're here, after all. First off, the Brony Thank You Fund. Yes, it exists. Yes, it is still going. And the always wonderful Lee Talker, you might know him as the voice of Stephen Magnet and Snips, joined the cause after someone quit unexpectedly. So, definitely good stuff for him. And my browser's locking up, what the heck. But anyway, so Lee is going to be taking the slot, so the Thank You Fund will keep going. And they should be airing sometime in December, if I recall correctly. But, yeah, that's just about it for that.
I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about the whole thing, but, you know, I think it's a nice thing overall that people are trying to do here, so.
Absolutely. Sager, you want to take the next story?
Yeah, well, obviously the big news that we have is Season 3 set to premiere on November 10th at 10 a.m.
Oh my god!
Season what?
Oh my.
Yeah, guys. All right,
no.
and
3,000.
this provides us with a particular conundrum because the premiere will end at 11 o'clock, which is exactly when our 24-hour charity stream is supposed to start.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of ridiculous. We've been running around like chickens with their heads cut off. So we'll see what we can do about that. But yeah, we are going to be hosting a charity stream on Justin.tv to raise money for the Smile Project. Definitely keep in touch on our website, of course, newlunarradio.org. We will keep you updated on that. But we will do some discussion with Season 3 at the end of the news roundup. See what we all expect with it. But the next story is, of course, the mobile video game that is going to be made by Gameloft. It's going to be available on Android and Apple platforms, most likely tablets and cell phones, of course. And it will be a free download from app stores with free downloadable content later on. And they have also said that it will not require internet access to play.
That's something very good. I always hate it when apps make me be online for it.
Absolutely. This is very important for long plane trips and subway rides and all that other good stuff. So, definitely keep a lookout on that. It's reported to be a city-building game, and I would love to say that it's a city-building game not unlike SimCity and the like, but
they'll probably cut down a decent amount, because you can't really recreate SimCity in its entirety. It's SimCity.
Yeah. Yeah, how is it? I know on Pixel Perfect Punish yesterday, I think, what did I describe it as, Gigabit? It was
the
Farmville meets
pony version of Farmville. Yeah, Farmville meets
mini clip
ponies.
games.
Well, let's hope it's a little better than that.
Shoutouts to Facebook games, everybody.
Hey, I got a request on Facebook the other day to play Farmville 2. I'm not even kidding.
What? There's such a thing?
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. All
The
right.
successful sequel to Farmville 1.
Yeah. We also have
Balance.
confirmed that
Send more.
we also have FIM comic issue number 3 has been confirmed for release in January. This is interesting. As we said last week, the first issue pre-sold more copies than the new X-Men comic strip. 90,000 copies.
Probably bigger than when we last reported that.
Probably.
Number has probably continued to rise, yes.
Yeah. The FAM comics, of course, aren't coming until November 28th, but you can, of course, whet your appetite for ones in the future, and of course this one, issue 3 has already gotten a slated release for January So that's pretty insane. They are very on top of their game here.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for these ones. We got to see some, of just a few sample pages from the first issue that were shown at NYCC. A friend of mine, another Redditor friend of mine, managed to take a few pictures of them. There were some pretty awesome things in there. Heck, one of them had the Blues Brothers as ponies in the background.
Seriously?
What?
Yeah, on the balcony.
Awesome.
On a balcony in the background, there was a
This might be my first comic book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something about this.
That's nuts.
It was just this one full like panoramic shot that was just like the town square, and there was literally like no space that didn't have a character in it, and most of them were references to things like that.
As Saxy's saying in our chat, I am okay with this.
Super
Good
okay
stuff,
with.
Saxy.
Indeed, we are okay with this.
Next up is, of course, reviews of the vinyl Rainbow Dash and Derpy toys that were distributed by Hot Topic a week ago. Hopefully everybody that wanted one got one.
I did not, unfortunately, but that's just me.
I didn't either.
Yeah. We're
Hey, guess what? I've got a Rainbow
Yeah,
Dash
I didn't
toy
vote for
sitting
I
right
hate
up there on my
Calcos.
bookshelf.
Well,
I
aren't
hate
you
Calcos. No, I'm out. I quit.
Done. This interview. No, can't happen.
This interview is over.
That's great.
It
Anyway, they
just
have been...
turns out that Hot Topic can't deliver to P.O. boxes for some reason, so what's up with that?
Anyway, they have reviewed to be very positive. Funko reviewed the toys, and it's very, very, very positive reviews. So definitely pick one up next time they go in stock if you don't have one yet. And please don't be like one of those people that'll buy like 10 at a time.
Yeah.
Like, have one for everybody, please.
Yeah. Leave some for other people. Don't be that guy.
Unless
Unless you're
you
buying
sell
like 10,
them, just
unless you're buying like 10 at a time because people asked you to get one for them. That's okay.
Hmm.
I
agree with
we
that.
also have
to get their.
I'm sorry, your mic seems to be breaking up a little bit there.
Not a
It's
little
okay,
bit.
Scoots. You got this.
Go
You
ahead.
can do it.
Go ahead, Sager.
All right, well, we also have that the Hub has a new show that has a lot of the same personnel from Ponies. Unfortunately, I have seen some of the material they've already released, and it just doesn't have but who knows? Maybe they'll end up making something good.
Yeah,
What's the
I
name-
know.
what's the
I
name
know a
of the
lot of
show?
people's first impressions of the show, even after watching it, have been less than spectacular. Myself, it took me 7 months for me to really appreciate the show. It took me a long time, but you never know. Shows that look like crap could end up being really good, and considering the track record of people like Ashley Ball, Tabitha St. Germain, Nicole Oliver, Peter New, Kathleen Barr, Daniel Ingram, Stephen Andrews, M.A. Larson.
However, here's the thing. That's some of the people, yes, but most of them, except with the exceptions of M.A. Larson and Daniel Ingram, are they are more talent, voice acting, and things like that. They're not the people who write it and make like the actual scripts amazing.
Yep.
So that's something to take into consideration. Although we do have M.A. Larson who could pull it off.
Yeah, you can't blame Hasbro for wanting lightning to strike twice, but I don't know. Don't know about it this time.
Well, you never know. We could in the future we could all become belly bros.
What was the,
I went there. I totally just went there.
what was the name of the show?
Oh, I'm sorry. We never mentioned the show. It was actually they're going to be reviving yet again Littlest Pet Shop. So if you're at all interested, because of the MLP crew working on this, definitely check that out.
Episode, but my hopes aren't too high.
Yeah.
Just straight from him. If you have the littlest interest in a new show,
Oh.
check out Littlest Pet Shop on the Hub.
I see what you did there. Now, this next bit is something I actually haven't heard much about. Calcos, what is this November Studley Stallion Stash Off?
Well, I'm going to tell you what that is. Apparently, this was just reported on Equestria Daily, but a group of people organized by Dusty Cat, Brony, of course, you guys know who he is, the man that's
why
Brony in
am I
the
not
world.
It's him.
And FOB Equestria, along with other people like Lee Talker, again, Trevor Duvall, Peter New, John Delancey, they are going to be doing a Studley Stallion Stash-Off. What you're supposed to do on November 1st is shave your mustache, and throughout the month, all the way up until November 30th, you grow it as much as possible, and you can compete for prizes. The first prize for Bronies is one of the San Diego Comic-Con Derpy figurines, and a Dr. Derpy colored pencil drawing by Baron Engel. And the second place is going to be a signed copy of Timeless by Michelle Krieber and a Pinkie Pie's mixed bag of pony merchandise. Military Bronies get a Love and Tolerate poster signed by Lauren Faust, Tara Strong, and John Delancey, and a Dr. Derpy colored pencil drawing by Baron Engel. And the second prize is exactly the same as the second prize for regular Bronies. So definitely try to do that if you can. That definitely looks like one heck of a contest.
Well, this is discouraging. I haven't shaved in about 12 months, and I still can't compete. I still can't.
I mean, you know what that reminds you of? That reminds you of on SpongeBob, with like, and then like a mustache just.
Oh yeah.
Behold the power of my manliness.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know exactly what you mean by that.
Days. Sit there for 30 days going.
Pop. That's the or the mustache. Whatever you prefer.
Okay. Our next story, before we do a small Season 3 hopefuls discussion, has a little bit of controversy in it, but just bear with me, please. As some of you may be aware of, a Twitter account by the name of BronyHater37, of course, is... Normally, it was started as your typical troll account, just look at it, move on, laugh at the spectacle, but here's where it gets interesting. This guy actually posted a video saying that he bought a ticket to EQLA, which is, of course, a small Brony convention that's taking place in Los Angeles on November 4th, where the BronyCon documentary is going to be premiering, and he's going to go there just to tease us. And this is interesting because this is where things go from internet trolling to real life. So this is a plea to every single person listening right now that is going to Equestria LA. Please do not tease him back. Do not attempt to do anything to berate him or anything like that. Just give him handshakes, give him compliments, be nice to him. Don't give him any ammunition.
Find the man, tell him he looks great today, offer him a hug and some cookies, and then leave.
Absolutely. Give him nothing but positive attention. Just do what you guys always do to trolls, and we'll be totally fine.
Normally, we would be all for not even mentioning this. Don't give him any attention. But in this case, it could actually, it could be bad if people don't hear about it.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. Like Sager said, no, but we normally wouldn't bother with it. But this is a really interesting little story because somebody's actually spending his money and taking the effort to do it in public.
Well,
hysterical.
Even so, I wouldn't normally want to give him attention, but in this case, if people aren't ready for it, something bad could end up happening.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're just trying. It's kind of a the more you know moment.
Yeah, the last thing we need is a giant brawl happening in the front of EQLA.
Yeah,
that would actually be. I'm trying to think how that would go down.
You're trying to wonder whether your empathy is overwhelming your sense of destruction.
So, public service announcement, don't bear your fisticuffs against Brony Hater.
Do not. Anyway, let's move on from that, and of course... Oh, sorry? Yeah.
Oh, Scoot. Come on. You can do it.
What? What's going on?
Okay,
I'm confused.
R.I.P. Scoot.
He got lost.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna spend another 5 minutes or so discussing what we mentioned earlier. Is of course the premiere of Season 3 of My Little Pony Friendship is Mad.
If I can just say, warning, there may be some spoilers ahead. We'll try to not be too major, but if you are worried about spoilers or have been trying to avoid spoilers, just stick your fingers in your ears and, I don't know, sing Smile, Smile, Smile for the next 10 minutes
or hit the
something.
pause button on the stream.
No, that would be too logical.
And of course, we won't be talking about what we already know as far as spoilers goes. We're going to be talking about what we hope for. So, who wants to start off on what do they want from Season 3?
I want to start.
Okay.
Go for it.
Do it.
Go, Scoot. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Seriously? Okay. So, this is what I think. Well, I want to see. So, you know how Scootaloo doesn't get any love?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want love.
You want love for
Yes,
Scootaloo?
I want more love for Scootaloo, more love about his parents, and more, more character. Let's go with that. Because, I mean, as much as I like fan fiction about him having no parents or orphans or whatever, I want to see what her official story is. Well, and other background characters like Lyra, Colgate, other ponies. Yeah. That's just my sense.
Everyone needs a backstory. Everyone.
And everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I definitely agree.
Also Trixie.
All the Trixie.
Oh.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, all the Trixie.
yeah, Scootaloo definitely.
I had to cover my mouth to keep from laughing at Saxy Pretender. He put that in there, and
Saxy does
I
that.
almost burst.
That Scootaloo
What
needs
do you say?
no
I can't see.
Anyway,
What?
He said Scootaloo needs less love. No love.
No.
Sexy,
One thing that I'm particularly excited for is that Megan all but confirmed an episode that will explore the ancient Celestial Luna conflict.
Oh,
Yes. I saw that.
This one is less of a spoiler because this one was everywhere. If you don't know about this one, then you really have been doing a good job avoiding spoilers.
And we just ruined it for you.
I did a really good job then.
Ruined all the plot.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I saw
I
this.
had no
I saw
idea.
that. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I saw this everywhere, and I am excited because, as people who know me know, I love feels. I love feels, especially in this show. So, if this does what I hope it does, then oh my God, it's gonna be my favorite episode, without a doubt. So, and anybody else have any thoughts?
Knowing them, I think there's gonna be sisterly bonding and stuff.
No.
Like they're gonna make it a whole soft show, gonna make it so feels everywhere, and it's gonna be a tearjerker.
Yes.
I'm calling it now.
I
Tearjerker.
will say for the premiere, I like the name of the villain that they released.
Yeah, I do like the name. I just hope that he's not a red and
Salt?
black alicorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spoiler alert, he's Chaos Gun.
Oh goodness.
I'm not trying to sound crazy here, but
Crazy.
I've done a really good job of avoiding spoilers. I don't even know any of this.
Fuck, how the hell did you not know about any of this, Giga?
It's our job.
I'm the best. I don't know.
You're crazy.
Whatever. Keep going. Keep going.
Alright,
Well, Giga shouldn't even feel that bad because I'm the exact same way. I didn't even know about the Luna Celestial War thing either. All I knew were
I had
bits
no
and pieces of it.
Yeah,
But-
that was one of those things that was like all but confirmed.
But if there's one thing I want to see return to season 3 or in season 3 at all, I just want Gilda to come back. I miss Gilda.
You miss Gilda?
Yes, I miss. She was my favorite character in season 1.
Where is it?
She was my favorite antagonist in season 1.
Now,
Honestly, honest to God.
yeah, this might. I don't think this is kind of the same spoiler territory as when Megan revealed the Luna stuff, but there have been rumors. I'm not sure if they've been debunked or not about a potential trip to the Griffin Kingdom.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at the article right now, trying to see where that is.
That'd be great.
They're trying
That'd
to
be
get
awesome.
they're trying to get out of the Ponyville Canterlot kind of thing and go to other
They
places.
said they want to
More
explore more of the
More
world.
areas would be good. More areas would be good. It opens up new characters, new plots, new specifics. I mean, it'd be really good for the show to kind of branch out and go to different places, so they don't just what's the word, coagulate in Ponyville all the time. You know. So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly excited for this because it sounds like some things here are going to be really fascinating.
Yeah.
One of the things that I find interesting is the fact that it's strongly hinted that there will be a return visit to Manhattan.
yeah.
That I actually find kind of interesting. We haven't seen that much, of that style of big town stuff.
Yeah, for the most part, it's been flashbacks and really quick. You only see you see the backdrop of a city and then a room and then 3 seconds of interaction. But I'd love to just see an episode where the main 6 are just flat out city dwellers for a day or two. A weekend trip to Manhattan or who knows, something fun with that.
Pretty intense.
I also like how originally they called how it turns out the writers originally called the alicorns pegacorns and then decided.
Oh yeah, that blew my mind.
That needed to.
And then now that they've heard it from the fans, they said, "Huh, that's a much better term," and now they all use the term alicorn.
That's awesome.
Oh, just
Yeah,
imagine.
pegacorn needs to go. That needs to not
That's
exist.
because that original term is kind of ridiculous.
That's just a problem.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see a return of Crackle the dragon.
Oh my God, Crackle really?
Personally, that would be a very good plot development to have a whole episode based around Crackle.
fun fact.
But Crackle isn't even a real dragon. He's a costume.
Who are you to say he's not a real dragon?
Yeah.
There was a real...
He can be a real dragon if he wants.
Fun fact, somebody I went to Summer BronyCon with last summer, they had a plushie that they put up for auction in the charity auction that was a Crackle plushie.
Very nice. Need to
That's
get on
fantastic.
that shit.
Nice.
It was one of the best things I've ever seen.
Hasbro should really monopolize on that and make sure that everyone gets their hands on their own personal Crackle plushie.
Yeah.
And for only $19.99, we'll double the offer.
Everyone's lovable dragon for the low, low price.
Hi, Billy Mays here.
My little Crackle is Magic. The entire series, a spin-off about Crackle.
You're not. If you don't have a Crackle plushie, you don't have swag.
Crackle swag.
No matter how many ponies you get, if you don't have Crackle.
I just want to say what Sashi said. Release the Crackle!
Anyway, yeah, season 3 is going to be hype as hell. It's going to premiere, of course, on November 10th at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, you can view the episode live on Bronystate.net, where we are streaming right now. Shoutouts to all you fine folks.
Bam.
It means a lot.
Prepare yourselves for the shitstorm.
As for season 3, all aboard the hype train, now leaving the stations.
Yes.
Cold train runs at home train, baby.
All right, so let's get underway with the main course. What a lot of the Bronystate viewers have come to hear, or maybe we forced them. I'm really not too sure.
Basically,
they don't have a choice.
No. Let's get on with the interview. Sager, you wanna get started on this?
All right. Well, we have Bronystate, as many of you viewing on here probably know, one of the premier streaming communities. And Brony movie nights, of course. The popularity exploded pretty soon after it was founded, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually not as familiar with the history because I'm relatively fairly new to the community. But then you pretty much stream 24 hours a day now, don't you? With tons of programs. You have your picks.
Yeah, a lot. You guys stream almost all the time.
Yeah, you have Naysayers, your Brony movie night. So we have with us moderators Scoot Scootaloo and Ghosties and the hosts of Pixel Perfect Pony Show, Gigabit and Allegro. So, just can you tell us each a little bit about yourselves?
Sure, what order are we doing this in? Who's going first?
Yeah.
Order doesn't matter. All talk at the same time.
All
I
right,
declare.
Someone go.
All right, Scoot, you can go first.
Hi, go first. Dude. What, me? Okay. All right. As you guys probably would have noticed, I am a moderator from Bronystate. I'm also the head of public relations and an interviewer. Whatever. I first came to Bronystate after watching, what's that movie called? Some movie. I don't know. I forgot.
Great movie.
But
Favorite.
like, yeah, it's a great movie. I know. MLG out of 10. Anyway, it was about a year ago, more or less, where I first came to Bronystate. And then I saw this opening for being a mod. I sent in my papers, I got an interview, and then I became a moderator. And ever since then, I've met a lot of people. I've met a lot of cool people. I've seen a lot of cool stuff. And I've experienced season 2 like never before. And I gotta say, it's been worth it.
All right.
And that's the story.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
And that's how Equestria was made.
All right. Ghosties, I guess it's your turn. You can go next.
Am I unmuted?
You're a little faint, actually.
Alright, so, hey, a lot of you, most of you in the chat probably know me, and for those who don't, I like to come in and say I'm brand new to the scene. So, hey, my name is Ghosties. I've been with Bronystate since its inception in May of 2011. I was here for the opening night, and I became a moderator a week later. I'm currently an admin, and I also do public relations and brainstorming and things like that. I will sometimes come to the chat to see what's going on, I'm not in the chat as much as I used to be. I used to be in the chat 24/7 for like 8 months when I started. So I'm kind of just like hanging back now. But I try to make it every movie night at least. Every Friday I try to be here for the movie nights. But no, I've been here a long time. I was really into the community when I first started, and so I'm still here. So I mean, it's we've been through like a lot of ups and downs, and we've been a lot of places. But there's always to see what the next day will bring, essentially. So yeah, I mean, this is where I'm at now, and I'm pretty much enjoying my time here. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Ghosties. Next, either Allegro or Gigabit, if you guys could do an introduction, that would be fantastic.
All right, I feel like ours is gonna be a team effort because we pretty much share the story for at least a good chunk. Giga, you came on a little sooner than I did.
They're actually the same person.
I'm actually talking on 2 different mics with voice changers.
Yeah, exactly.
How it works. But I guess Gigabit, you should start because technically you were on before I was.
I was here before. I was brought in. Sheesh, I can't remember. I came in kind of at Bronystate as a lurker, if you will, to watch some Bernie movie nights. Back, that was November of 2011. I was friends with another admin, Violet Vanilla, and she wanted me to help with some of the naysayers interviews to do editing and the such. So I went through that process and got into the AV department and started editing interviews. Then, and once again, due to Violet, she wanted our help. She wanted our help doing some sort of podcast or radio show, and so that's where Allegro comes in. He's a good friend of mine. We met while we were at college, university, and so I was talking with him about wanting to start up some sort of podcast or radio show, been offered, and he was like, "Yeah." So then we went ahead.
That's what I sound like? Yo, man, let's do a show.
Like.
That's how it is.
Yeah. And that's really what happened. So
I guess.
I do the co-host. I'm a co-host on the show. I do audio editing for interviews. Aside from that, I just talk to people, do random streams about stuff. Sometimes sing because I'm a musician. So.
Wait, you're a musician?
Yes, I am. I've been trained classically in piano for 16 years.
I've been trained as an opera singer for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
You two should talk.
We're gonna, yeah.
Darkman and Gigabit OTP.
Yes.
Darkman X.
Let's get this going.
Fan art.
We make such sweet music, if you get what I mean.
Oh, God.
If you know.
Let's
all right.
Anyway, moving on to Allegro.
Hey, so I guess I'll just pick up where he left off. So originally he was like going up to me and he was like, "Hey, so Bronystate has been looking for some content and stuff. And I don't know, we could do like a podcast and stuff." And I was like, "Sure." And then nothing ever really happened. And so just because I've been busy with school and stuff, doing music and computer science as well. And so then when I was just spending the weekend at his place for something, it was summer, I think. Summer break.
Yeah, that was we were gonna do that.
We were just chilling, and he was doing one of his streams, and we had both our PCs hooked up together, and he was just doing his stream, and then I just started interjecting, and then people in the chat were like, "Who's in the room with you?" And he's like, "No one's in the room with me. I don't know what you're talking about." And I'm just like freaking the chat out by like randomly speaking words, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" And then it just kind of turned into this impromptu thing, and we got a marathon that stuff. Giga, how long were we on the stream for during that?
It was like 6 hours, 5.5 hours, 6 hours straight, late into the morning.
It started out as like just us, like first we were just playing Saints Row the Third, and then it switched to an Amnesia playthrough, and then it just went crazy from there. And that happened, and I guess the chat liked it so much that we that Vi put a good word in for us, and we just it just happened. That's how most things on our show actually happen, is they just kind of happen, which is the way I like it. But yeah, so it's all history from there, and then we had the Pixel Perfect Pony Show. And I guess specifically what I do is I mostly do content providing through the Pixel Perfect Pony Show. I'm starting to do impromptu streams as well. And the show itself right now is kind of acting as an unofficial face for Bronystate. We went to Brony Fan Fair together, did some coverage for Bronystate, and got a few talks going on. Got Scoots some fun people to talk to. So mostly just content providing and some shenanigans with the fandom.
Shenanigans are the best kind of thing.
Yep, that's where it's at.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's
I find the best things around that we get up to around this fandom are they're not even pony related. They're just being ridiculous.
That's the best conversations.
I know.
Yes.
Like yeah. I could go into that, but I won't.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a question that we ask all of our guests. You guys again can do it one at a time, just real quick. Let's get this over with. Favorite ponies. Who's gonna start?
I knew it was coming.
Scootaloo.
Of course, yep. Scootaloo for Scootaloo. Yeah, like we all didn't see that coming.
Surprise.
Ghosties, what's yours?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Vinyl.
Vinyl Scratch. Why?
Poser.
Okay, like, honestly, I don't like the music she plays, but there's a game that I played as like a kid called Jet Grind Radio, and I love that game to death. And the main character's name is Beat, and I swear, like, they're like the exact same person, but he's been like phonified and turned into a female. So that's the reason why I love Vinyl so much, because she reminds me of one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite games of all time. So yeah.
Oh,
what game was that?
Jet Grind Radio. Oh my god.
It's out now on 360 and PS3 and also on.
Oh right. That's the sequel to Jet Set Radio, right?
Yeah.
No. Jet Set Radio is the name of the radio station in the game. Jet Grind Radio.
Right. I haven't actually played those games. I only know
it was localized here in the States. It was localized here in the States as Jet Grind Radio, but in Japan it was Jet Set Radio.
Exactly.
So it was just a different localization name.
I apologize for my complete
grind.
Anyway, next up, Allegro, your favorite.
See, I've been training all these guys for months, yet they still don't know how to pronounce Twilight properly. I don't understand the issue. I've given them multiple classes, but yeah, Twilight has got to be the best pony.
I'd recommend getting a professional voice coach.
Yeah, right. But I just really like her because the mixture of her bookish attitude with her, like, just her sarcastic little moods that she gets into when shit goes wrong. Like, I don't know. She's so snarky. It's funny.
All right. Finally is Gigabit.
Yes.
Yes.
Personally, I mean, I go for Derpy, really. I mean, it's not some, like, super meta, like, well, I'm a misunderstood person and Derpy's misunderstood, so we go together like bananas. Or something weird like that. It's just like Derpy. Like bananas.
Just
exactly.
like bananas.
But, I mean, Derpy's a cool character, was an interesting little find, and, I mean, I'm not gonna, proclaim I was the original who saw her, but, I saw her and I kind of grabbed on and was like, yay! And so, Derpy's my favorite pony.
Waifu.
My favorite's Rarity, because as a fighting game enthusiast, I have to pick the pony with the most swag.
Oh goodness, fabulous.
I have no favorite because
Opinion is wrong.
I gotta represent the fighting game, bronies. Gotta represent Rarity.
Again. Okay. Here's my logic. I don't have a favorite because I legitimately relate to all of them in exactly equal amounts.
Oh.
But I don't relate to Rarity at all. I just picked Rarity because I like Rarity.
I have her sense of fabulosity.
He likes Rarity.
Oh God! Don't you even?
Calcos here can attest to my being fabulous.
Yes, I have him tagged on Reddit as the most effeminate bro. Anyway, let's get to the meat of the interview and start with the important questions. First off, Ghosties, since you were here from the inception, you can take this question. How did Bronystate get its start? What started everything?
Okay, so when when it started as a thread in PonyChan a long time ago. It was like, I think I want to say it was in late April when this happened, maybe even before that, maybe in March. But anyways, there was a thread in PonyChan, and the guy who made it was a guy by the name of Hipster Brony. Now, Hipster Brony would later go on to become our founder, basically. He kind of started this whole shindig. And the thread, he was like, so listen, Great Pony Drop's coming, the final episode's coming up, so what are we going to do in between seasons? And he was like, well, I suggest we do, like we show movies throughout the summer. Like we gather around different people in the fandom, like different Bronies, and we gather them around in one place, and we all watch a movie together, like on weekends or whatever. And so at that time, I was really into the community. Like I was like on PonyChan every day, and for me it was like, yeah, that's an awesome idea. I remember posting. I remember the exact picture I used for my reply post. It was the Pip-Boy from Fallout 3 with his thumbs up. I remember that. But so yeah, I was for it. New DCD was in that thread as well, and he said that he would help stream the content. So he became our first streamer, and when it happened, I kept up with Hipster and DCD as they were talking about creating this burning movie night, is what they called it down the line. And so I was there the first day, and we had used, I think we were using Chat Tango, like we were using like this really limited chat client, and we all figured there'd probably be like, I don't know, like 10 people, maybe 12 in there when we streamed it. But no, there ended up being like 50 some people in there, and we all had a good time. And the first movie we showed was Superman 4: The Quest for Peace, and that was DCD's pick. He got the pick. So even when we started, we were doing the lotto. So that's pretty much how it started. It started in May, and we just kind of ran from there. We eventually picked up the second movie to do like a B movie, kinda, and then we started showing pony episodes too. So that's really how it started. I mean, that's pretty much history for us.
Speaking of the lotto, I'm convinced that it's rigged against me. Good Will Hunting hasn't won yet, and I've been voting for it for 6 months. Get on it.
That's a good movie.
I know, and friggin'
Don't let Good Will Hunting win.
Crimson
And
Phoenix.
before that's
Crimson Phoenix picked The King's Speech, I believe. What was it? The week before this one, and I fangasmed because I love that movie. Crimson Phoenix, you can have my babies. Seriously.
It was only good. It was only good for the cursing scene. It was only good for the cursing.
No, shut up. The whole thing is good. Anyway, let's continue here. But like you mentioned, Ghosties, Bronystate became very popular within the fandom very quickly. What do you think really attributed to its really speedy success? And anybody can jump in at any time.
I guess. Wait, I want to go. Wait. Go.
Go ahead. Go.
Do it.
You shouldn't have told them that, Calcos.
Okay, fine.
Scoot.
I know, right? Alright, so I guess because we're a Brony website dedicated to having like so many variety, like we're not just limited to My Little Pony. We're all over the place. We stream movies, we stream TV shows, occasionally we do gaming streams, and I guess people really like that. And I suggest that we just keep doing what we're doing. Like, don't be limited to ponies, because not everyone wants ponies 24/7. And I think that's good. Like, to have variety for people to see.
Amen.
It makes us less boring.
Yeah, I really have to agree with Scootaloo. I mean, that was our mission statement is actually it's on our About Us. Basically, we cater to everyone, and it's not really just friendship is magic. We don't do just ponies. We do every. It's about the fan. It's not about the show or the community. It's really more about the fan than anything else. You know, we're not really trying to be pony 24/7. We're trying to appeal to everybody, to the fan itself, and different facets of the fan through games and movies and art and whatever. You know, I mean, I think in a way that's kind of been our mark so far has been that, and the episodes too, like the new seasons as well too. But I would definitely say it's been the fact that we try to cater to the fans.
Yeah, I'd say that
would
probably have contributed to your success a lot. Because that's something that most other places, or a lot of other places I've seen, have really, a lot of fan websites dedicate themselves to one thing, and that's all they do. I think you guys have really got something here.
I would think so too, but I would certainly hope we're not just a jack of all trades. We're a master of all trades. That's what I certainly hope that we are becoming. That's where I hope we are at. But still, our main course are the movies and the new episodes. So.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember, I forget exactly which moderator it was. I believe it was Val the Gene. He said that if you ask for ponies, you get newborn cuties, and he's not kidding.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's true.
I've seen it.
Oh.
I've seen it. It's not funny. Don't do it.
I was actually in a live stream last night, and somebody asked, "Can we play ponies?" And Content will know who Calc will know who I mean. Fi said, "Yes, I'll play ponies." Then he actually played newborn cuties,
Yeah.
and we like literally the chat. You just see it exploding of, "Oh God, why no?" And, like
It's
people
like
just like
it's like
jumping
our
up.
squirt bottle for a cat. It's like no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Down. Get down.
Damn, Kitty.
Anyway, next up. Now, of course, it's been a very long, very rewarding 18 months for you guys, approximately. How has Bronystate grown from its early days, and what new shows and programs have you added to your schedule over the last year and a half?
Ooh.
If I'm
Gigabit, you should know this.
Yeah, I was gonna say right off the bat that we have a bigger staff now through the bigger community that we've grown as well, and certainly one of the biggest things that we've got over time, because we've been looking for a podcast since fall of 2011, and so one of the biggest accomplishments that we gained was through the PPPS show. Or is that redundant to say PPS show?
The Pixel Perfect Pony Show
Show.
It's RAS syndrome, redundant acronym syndrome.
Most definitely.
It's okay.
But we've got artists on our team now. We've got techs. We've got in-house people to help us out with different things. So we don't try to outsource too much. We try to just gather people to us, and then we just go from there.
Assimilation.
Yeah.
But that's scary when you put it like that. Don't put it like that. That's like a thing we're just.
Oh, you mean we're not
gathering
overlords?
stuff
I didn't know.
This is
Well,
something.
what's it like to work on on a really popular website? You know, what's the experience like? It's something that not many people get to do.
It's amazing.
Well, you get to talk to a lot of cool people.
Yeah, there are people always online. Like unless it's like at 3 a.m. Eastern time, there's always at least 100 people on this chat room saying the most ridiculous things you could ever imagine to be said. And then if people are actually streaming content that's interesting, then there's even more interesting content going on. So then it feeds itself.
And then you always have that one period in the middle of the night where it's just a ton of sleep-deprived people getting less and less coherent.
No, they'll just play Pinky Quest, and the entire chat will be filled with two.
Oh my goodness.
I guess the biggest thing is that Scoots was talking about variety. I think that the variety or diversity, more rather, of our viewers is the biggest and most fun thing, because we have viewers from all over the world. There's a lot in the U.S., but there's also Euro bronies. There's the they don't only do just the normal Brony Movie Night, they do the Euro Brony Movie Night for European bronies that miss the normal Brony Movie Night or can't make it because of
You
time
mean that
changes.
you can't always wake up at 4 in the morning?
Exactly,
That's
right?
standard.
And stay awake for 7 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy talk.
But that's I think that's personally to me the fun thing. It's fun working with the staff. I love all the staff, but also just talking with all different people with different interests and love doing different things and coming together, not as one, but coming together in the same place at all sorts of times to have fun, to watch interesting things, to watch random things, and to just talk about it. Personally, that's the thing I love about working on Bronystate.
I'd say that's kind of what's great about this community as a whole. It's kind of a great equalizer. You know what I mean? You have so many people from so many different backgrounds who all are here. Like we have I know one guy on Reddit who is a brony, and he's a 35-year-old lieutenant commander in the Navy.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And he's currently getting his master's in electrical engineering.
He's a mouse.
I just saw a picture of him about an hour and a half ago. This guy's a badass, legit. Like, oh my god.
And his daughter is adorable.
This guy is the Brony equivalent of Guile. No kidding. I've never
Cue the music.
He just needs a tattoo. He just needs a tattoo.
Calcos, you wouldn't happen to be talking about Anthony, would you?
What?
No.
You never saw Anthony?
I've never seen his face before. No.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. He's pretty Herculean. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh really?
Oh really?
I mean,
I'll have to ask for his picture because I can. But anyway, in case those of you who don't know, Anthony, of course, is the founder and head administrator of MLPchan.net, one of the largest Chan websites on the internet, catered specifically for bronies. Definitely go check them out. Pixel, the next question, of course, is directed at Gigabit and Allegro. Pixel Pony Show is a fairly recent addition to the Bronystate lineup. You guys, I believe, were added in, what, July? I'm not entirely certain.
Yeah. I think our first official show was the 3rd or 4th week of July, and it wasn't until 7 or 8 episodes in to when we actually got our name. So technically, Pixel Perfect Pony Show's only had 5 episodes, but who's counting?
Yeah, well, in any case, how has it been working with Bronystate these past few months?
Giga, you want this? I'm talking too much. You talk.
I did that whole thing, that whole monologue on the beautiful people of Bronystate. Oh well, I mean, I guess I feel stronger about it. Working with Bronystate is great. I mean, the people on here are really helpful. Like to get things done. It's been pretty smooth. Our show's developed since the early
pre-name days.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we even had a fucking name, we're just like, hey, we're a show thing. You should listen.
Just listen to us. And I mean, we've had great help being able to do the things we did. Our viewers are great. They helped us get to Brony Fanfare and do the coverage for Bronystate, and that was a great experience. It's just overall, it's been a really great experience. I love being here, and I mean, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's really great to see the dedication that the chat has offered us. Like we came and we were just like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and if people like it, then great, and if they don't like it, then we'll do something else. And as we just done our show and as it's developed, like people are overwhelmingly positive with everything we've been doing, and just the support we've been getting from the viewers themselves has been incredible, as well as the Bronystate staff has done more than their fair share in terms of just without even asking, just being willing to help. Like I remember early on in the show when we were still working on how we were going to do the show and everything. Like we did one of our shows, and then I want to give a special shout out to Saxy because he just PM'd us and he was like, hey, like do you guys want me to post a question of the week on the front page? We're like, that would be awesome.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and just kind of and Val Dejean was particularly helpful in getting us set up in the early weeks, and just in general the staff has been very, very helpful, and the chat room has been more than incredible to us. So it's been great.
Can you guys divulge any plans for the future? Any sneak peeks? Anything you guys are working on that isn't super top secret, super serial, you guys?
Actually, tell us all the super top secret stuff.
Divulge all of
this. Directed at us.
We promise we won't tell
anyone
else.
Okay.
NLR exclusive.
Well, it's not really a secret or anything, but we've got Nightmare Night coming up October 31st, so we've got that going on, and we got the art contest and all that stuff, and a few other things going on too. So we plan for it to be a very fun night or weekend even, as opposed to what we did last year when we streamed The Shining and Jacob's Ladder, I think. So so now we're doing more than just a Bernie movie night theme, a Halloween themed Bernie movie night. Now we're doing like different stuff now. So trying to make it even better.
Well, there's one thing. It is, I don't know how spoilerific this is supposed to be, but I heard sometime, I'm not sure when, we're supposed to be doing some sort of, I think it's an interview with New Lunar Radio. They're a great site. They're a great team. And we've been talking to them for a while now.
I don't know.
And
they kind of sound like
we're in it. We're in it right now. What am I talking about?
Guys, what are you guys talking about? We suck. We're terrible. What are you doing?
Well, if you say so.
Stop being nice.
We're so bad. We're on a website with 140 concurrent viewers.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of losers are on this website?
Awful.
You guys suck! Oh, wait, I suck too.
I'd love to take this time to thank you guys again for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Would you guys, we're not, of course, closing yet, but would you guys like to make any shout-outs to any Brony State regulars, any Brony State moderators, anything you guys like to say to them while you can?
I got one.
List.
To all my Merkin bronies, to all my MLG pros, to all my Mexican bronies, I know you're out there, and to all my bronies who are annoyed of me. You guys rock. You guys make me sleep well at night, knowing that you're there. Kisses.
Aww.
Bed.
I think this is safe to speak for both Kikavit and myself when I say this, but we just want to give a shout out to all of our motherfucking pixels in the house. You guys know who you are.
Up in the house here. You see, if you're going to say that, you need to say it like a straight G Money homie.
Motherfucking pixels in the house.
Where?
So that's how it is. That's how we do.
I feel slightly dirty now.
Anyway, Ghosties, would you like to make a shout out?
I want to make a shout out to Lobby, which is dead now. I lament for Lobby.
What?
So I'm so sorry.
A moment of silence, if you will.
Yeah, no one has heard.
Hold on, seriously.
Okay.
Moment of silence, guys. Moment of silence. 10 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, when does it start?
Ow!
Dude, you lost the silent game.
It's okay, guys. We got 4 seconds. That's good enough.
You betrayed the law. Oh man, you guys. I hope you guys show Judge Dredd at some point. You guys show Judge Dredd. You're gonna make my day.
Personally, I'd like to shout out to just all the staff, and particularly, Luna, Vi, Valjean, Ty, DCD, Super Brony, and so forth. Saxy, you're out there.
Sax is up there.
Shizuka, Sumika, everyone. And also a really awesome member who's just as awesome as all the other members, Derpy Hoots. He's a beast, so, and he's a motherfucking pixel, so. Those are my shoutouts.
I would love to make a personal shout out to absolutely everyone that was in the Brony State chat. I believe it was April. When was it? April 7th, April 8th of this past year. I believe Alex M was there, Otakon was there, Derpy Muffins. I know a few of you there. Every single person that told me welcome to the herd after I said that I had become a brony after only 2 days. So thank you guys very much for making me feel so welcome. It's why I went to Brony State. It's why I'm still there every once in a while.
I'm glad to see our methods.
Yeah, it's not about
You're making me nostalgic.
like we're so open firm.
Yeah, everybody that kept saying welcome to the herd, I believe you guys spammed that for like 7 minutes. It was great. You made me feel so wanted.
The herd assimilating technique has become highly efficient over the years.
Oh yes. Anyway, last question. Do you guys have any closing remarks for everybody that's watching right now?
I have one.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, well, this is a bit of a little plan that we're doing, but the season premiere, yeah, it's gonna be big. Just saying. Like 2 weeks from now, everything is gonna change. Okay. That's all.
Everything changed in the Fire Nation Act.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
Are you going to set the entire website on fire?
We already had the Benders versus Bronies. We already won.
And who won? Who won?
Everyone.
The Bronies. Well, yeah, everyone won. But...
For anyone who has no idea what that was, on Reddit there was a competition of r/My Little Pony versus r/The Last Airbender in charity and art, and the Bronies won by a huge margin.
Huge.
The only acceptable
That's
victory.
what's up.
I feel bad for those guys though. for the guys that lost, though.
Yeah, but we did get a header image for the entire day.
which is probably for better and worse.
Well, it's funny. We were expecting amazing amounts of delicious, delicious tears from people checking their messages and going on the front page and seeing the pony in the top left-hand corner. We didn't get that much. It kind of made me sad.
We actually had, like, people who aren't bronies, just, like, who still said, like, because if you moused over the thing, it said, congratulations, r/My Little Pony, for donating $25,000 to charity and over 100 CPU hours to, and over 100 CPU years to science.
How dare you do positive?
We donated over a century of processing time. And somebody said, like, why the fuck is this on my front page? And some guy, he's not even a member of the sub, just says, they donated $25,000 to charity. Fuck off.
Amen. Amen to that. How dare a fandom do something that benefits humanity? How dare they?
Seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a cool thing. I can't wait for the season premiere. It is on the same day as our charity 24-hour stream, which is going to be amazing. We are probably going to try and figure out a way to incorporate something about it into our stream.
Yeah,
you know,
if anything, the thing is that our stream starts right after the premiere ends. If anything, we might do a restream of the HD rips.
Once the 1080p rips are up or something, we'll probably restream it. Like, of course, that'll end up being at like 2 in the morning, but whatever.
But anyway, speaking of the charity stream, of course, like we said, it's going to be on November 10th, same day as the premiere. We've already got a bunch of guests lined up, such as Eric. I forget his last name, unfortunately, and I feel terrible for doing that because he's such a nice guy. It's the director of Journey of the Spark, which is the MLP, like, 2-hour-long animation epic fan film, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, I've seen some of the animation tests in general. It just looks like it's going to be a good thing. And he actually mentioned it to Lauren Faust in person at BronyCon, and she said she thought it sounded like a great idea.
We also have sorry about that. We also have PK Emmy and the wonderful people at Silly Philly, of course, the guys that run Moonstuck. They're going to be there as well. We have Jeff Burgess, the guy who made the really famous song Trixie that's been going around the fandom because it got
and is on Rock Band now.
Yep.
Jeff Burgess.
Although
on Rock Band.
Music is also really good.
Yep, and he's going to be there too. He's going to be playing a live set, and we also have
Dusty Cat.
Dusty Cat's going to be there. He's going to be doing a Q&A session about his podcast, everything he does in the fandom, and we've also got a few more guests that we are looking to look down, like Bree Faith, for example, who's a very good fan voice of Pinkie Pie. We have her basically nailed down as well. So our charity stream is looking pretty boss. I'm also going to be doing a 2-hour Let's Play of I Want to Be the Bossy because I feel like killing myself.
Come watch Calcos lose his damn mind.
Yes, yes. As the people on the Reddit Plounge would know, I'm currently streaming I Want to Be the Guy, and I've never wanted to die so much than when I play that game.
Seriously, you have not experienced true fear until he dies once and he starts going, "This is the best game ever. This game gets all the credit."
Oh, it's terrible. It is.
I thought he was going to kill us all.
You obviously want to be the guy really badly.
Yes, I do. And it's funny
we
because
spam the chat with "Be the guy, Calcos. Be the guy."
Well, it's funny because I know the game. I know a lot about the game. I just haven't played it till now, and the game is still hard as hell. But yeah, I'm definitely come in for the charity stream. We also do a weekly podcast every Saturday night at 5:30, which I know unfortunately conflicts with your schedule, Bronystate, because of Euro movie night. But definitely try to
ask you to change your schedule.
Yeah, not like we can do something about that. But definitely do your best to try and check that out. We also have all of the everything's going to be recorded and posted on our channel, which is youtube.com/synesthesia. The T, replace it with a 7. I'll type it in the chat later. Also, please follow our Twitter, twitter.com/@NewLunarRadio.
You can't talk today, can you?
No, I can't. And it's weird because I'm doing a podcast. You're supposed to be able to talk.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
We also have our website, newlunarradio.org.
Yep, everything is streaming through that site from now on, all of the audio and everything. So definitely, that's where everything's going to be streaming live, 5:30 Saturday Eastern Standard Time. So, definitely...
We are also planning a Halloween stream.
Yes, October 27th, after our podcast, I will be streaming like 3 hours of horror games. And I have a webcam, so have fun
Come
with that.
watch him get scared silly, and also he will be in costume the entire time. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, we'll all be in costume, actually.
Yeah,
we can have a Google Plus chat going.
We'll all be in costume. I don't have a good costume, so I'm just going to put on a suit and be as classy as I can.
Details will be on our website as they come. Definitely keep checking in. Please bookmark and just check us out. That would be fantastic. We just got started.
Bronystate, any last remarks? We have a little bit of time left. It's only 6:30. We've only been doing this for an hour. Any last
remarks?
No, any just last topics you want to talk about? Anything that wasn't just part of the interview that you just want to talk about? We have some time left.
Pony. I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm doing a radio thing.
A radio thing?
Yeah.
That's kind of
You're
thing.
doing a radio thing? What kind of radio thing?
Yes, I said a radio thing. Well, things aren't set in stone, but I'm talking to people, getting people to work with me. But it's gonna be big. Just gonna say that. That's all I had to say. I'm just loaded of secrets today.
Is it going to be off the hook, son?
Word.
Yo.
Word
Yo.
up, son.
You.
Finish your thoughts, man.
I do
Things.
usually some sort of music radio show, either on Sundays or Mondays. It alternates. I don't really have a set schedule. I usually play some sort of electronic music, so that's always fun. And it's kind of funny you mentioned streaming Halloween stuff. I was planning on doing a game stream. I don't know but when the date will be, but it'll be a date, and there will be games to be scared at. The only costume I have is I figured I should just do the whole Charlie Brown thing, so the blanket over my head, cut holes in it, and just be like, I gotta rock.
Guys, Ghosties isn't leaving. Stop. Ghosties is still here.
He's disappeared.
But
yeah,
aside from that, there's gonna be also I've got lots of requests for like Halloween specials, stuff like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Fear Itself, the Charlie Brown Halloween. Goosebumps, yeah, like stuff like that. I've got a lot of requests.
Oh, that should be good. That should be good.
It'll be scary.
Yeah.
But also funny.
Scary!
Are you friendly?
Tales
To
Anyway, guys, I guess that's enough self-promotion.
All right, that's enough self-promotion and general lunacy that we have around here.
We at New Lunar Radio are shameless whores, and we are not afraid to admit it. So that's why we wanted to kind of promote ourselves, because we want viewers, man.
We are shameless whores, and we're not afraid to admit it.
Nope, not at all. But anyway, guys, Ghosties. Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got one final question for the NLR guys.
Please.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude,
Are you
Ghosties.
going to join us on the premiere?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, all right. That's all. That's all I
Heck yeah,
wanna
man.
know.
I'm definitely going to be there on the premiere. Oh yeah. I
Going-
would not go anywhere else for any episodes other than Bronystate.
Spread us around. Spread us around. If you know people, spread us around. Get us
I
out
already do. They ask us. We don't have cable. Where can we watch it? It's like Bronystate.net. I tell them that
there.
all the time.
Fantastic.
Spread it like
Yes.
butter.
You
We are
guys,
going-
you
Yeah,
guys
like,
scratch
yeah.
our backs, and we will scratch yours. No problem.
Fantastic. All right, well, that's
All
all
right.
I got.
I think
Get us to 10,000 viewers.
I think we're gonna end the stream here, guys. Bronystate guys, if you want to stick around for just a little bit of a post-show chat.
Awesome.
Ghosties, Scoots,
Yeah,
Scootaloo, Gigabit, Allegro, thank you very much for your time. And all of you watching on Bronystate.net and our site at newlunarradio.org, thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. On behalf of New Lunar Radio, this is Calcos and Darkman67.
Darkman67, signing off.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've
guys.
enjoyed this, and we
Oh,
hope
man.
you have as well.
Fancy.
Thank you, and good night.
And with here,
Bye.
Good night and good luck.
Good night. Good night, and good luck.
Just wanna
Oh
tell you-
God.
Alrighty.
You.
Giga, we
And
we
we're
live or we
here.
not live?
Should I stop streaming to Bronystate?
Bye, Bronystate, bye.
Bye.
You had one.
I always do that. I'm like, should we stop? And then I never do. So okay, we're done. We're done.
All right,
we're done.
Holy shit!
What do you think, guys? How'd we do?
It was fun, man.
It was good. That was fun.
Good.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right.
Oh, it sucked.
Well, I hate you too.
No, I thought it was terrible. No.
Go die.
I never want to play in this sandbox again.
No,
holy crap. Yeah, Ghosties, in all seriousness, though, I always promote you guys. You guys were the first community I got into, so I can't...
Watch the new episodes on here. I'm not very active on Bronystate, I gotta admit, because I don't have time for it. I have time to watch the new episodes, and I spend most of my time on Reddit and doing college coursework, because I'm a college student.
Yeah.
I know that feel, man.
Most of us.
College freshman who's taking chem, calculus, and writing classes.
Yeah.
Why do that?
Oh, God.
Why?
Because I'm a chem major.
Synesthesia, we blew it. It was the worst show ever.
Yeah.
You do realize I was listening to like the last 5-10 minutes.
What did you think?
That's actually why I wanted to join the call. I wanted to ask our guests how they felt about your hosting and the questions and how everything went. I'd love to hear opinions.
I hated it.
Silence the opinion.
I mean, yeah, it was great. I mean, chatting, talking, answering questions. I mean,
see, that's what I think
fun.
an interview should be. An interview shouldn't be, all right, here's our first question for you. It should be more just like a conversation.
Oh, yeah, it's really easy to bog down an interview when it's just questions. Do you guys listen to the Nerdist podcast?
No.
Yes.
He recently interviewed Larry King, and it was really interesting to hear Larry King talking about how to do an interview. I don't really have any quotable words aside from the fact that you should listen to it, because it blew my fucking mind hearing what some of the shit Larry King was saying about because you would think someone who's a genius at doing interviews he'd say very professional stuff, and he was like, you're just talking to the people.
Actually, apparently, do you know who is the most not difficult but the most nerve-wracking person to be